I've covered a couple of the other UFO tap handles in the past, and some that are kind of similar to this, but this is one I definitely wanted to point out in case I had somehow missed it or ones like that. I think that I may have covered the blue one in the past, and that is I can't remember which one it is, but it's very, very similar to this, but it's got a blue paint design. And one of the reasons why I wanted to cover this one is, first of all, the story behind these ones, if you're not familiar with it, and also just the raw size of this tap handle. Honestly, it's pretty ridiculous, and that also makes it wonderful, because just think about going into a bar and you see this mammoth thing of a tap handle behind the bar. Is going to do pretty much exactly what it's intended to do, which is catch your eye, make you be like, hey, what's that beer? And is it something that I want to buy? Which a lot of these notable tap handles, that's the purpose behind it. The other thing as well that I love about these is, if I remember correctly, most of these were made in-house or made by people that the folks over at UFO knew, and I think that it may have been made up in Vermont, but it could be wrong about that. And with these are turn tap handles, so you'll notice the design that you've got these marks that are going along, these indentations, and the flares that go out. And with those, that is a classic sign that something is turned. That means it's on a wood lathe. So that means that they take the wood, put it on the wood lathe, and then they cut it down, which is pretty awesome. It's a ton of fun if you're into that sort of stuff. And you will notice that this is a wooden tap handle, but you maybe probably can't tell that well because the previous owner of this particular one actually had these glued up on a shelf. So you do have a lot of or a little bit of extra items there that normally wouldn't be there. And with this is the white version. Like I mentioned, there's another one that's blue, but I can't remember which variant that is. This one is the UFO White, and you've got the UFO lettering there. This along this portion. So these, if I remember correctly, they're painted on, or I believe that they may be painted on, but this is a sticker that goes around on the bottom there. You've got UFO on that side, so 3 sides it looks like. Yep, 3 sides that you have UFO painted on the sides. And then you've got the topper. The topper is one of the things that's super notable about these. So if you notice, that is actually a squishy toy. So what they did is they got very squishy toys for the different fruits, and they put it on the topper. And if you pay attention, you'll notice that this is actually regular hardware. So these are regular nuts and bolts that they did those out of, which is one of the things I absolutely love about this design.